I mean, bisa Professor Lord Mensa question be and pay. Nina has to do with a Bank of Ghana policy rates of 28% and now one more adequate the impact it's likely to have on us. Seeing inflation here, extra and aircraft. Prof, it's good to have you on a pay.
Good to have you too. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, Prof, I know Bank of Ghana, MIA who says here monetary policy rates no more adjusted at their 28%. They have been adjusting it upwards since last year. No inflation no extra and aircraft. Is this a workable approach and more usual?
Yeah. I can say that it's not a workable approach, but that has been the order of the day over the past years. They try to control inflation. The last year, I said it over and over again. Monetary policy, instrument now, the holding inflation. That is not enough. It should go hand in hand with the fiscal policies, because we try to increase monetary policy. Now, at the end of the day, the way I see spending is to be in control now. And so we are doing nothing. As we speak now, there has been a warning from the IMF to the Bank of Ghana to stop financing the government. And the reason why IMF issue that statement is as a result of possible inflation. The central bank will continue to finance the government. The Bank of Ghana cannot create inflation through financing of the central bank. And at the same time, on trying to address the monetary policy to catch up, the inflation. Meanwhile, to me, I share it. And I move hand in hand with the finance minister. And you have control on necessary overspending and casa financing, Emma. But then also, the monetary policy will wait, and once they feed it into the rate of borrowing, and once they feed it into treasury bill rate, and once they feed it into bank loan pricing. On the treasury bill rate, it's a positive news to investors, because whatever the monetary policy will pick up, is going to be the base of all interest rates. It's a cost that other interest rates so cost. Don't share it is going to enhance government ability to borrow. And then on the other hand, it's going to hold up the private sector, because private sector access to loan from the banks near will be expensive. Don't share. Monetary policy there, and one on the but then it's about time at committee no say to control inflation. Because say expenditure line, which is the fiscal side of the economic management, which we are in the core salient areas of the economy. Maybe to say production of our own food aid, ensuring that we get good goods, maybe reducing importation of spare parts, and they are there. To me, Abua Ama control inflation better than say monetary policy committee no back now already decided they are increasing inflation. So they are increasing, the policy rate because inflation is still going up. On the other hand, I was expecting the increase because as we speak now, the committee may not know whether inflation has peaked, that 54.1, whether it's likely to come down or it's likely to go up. But consistently, it has been going up. And we all know, sir, our household estimate, inflation is more than 50%. Because the typical breakfast table in Ghana now, inflation went more than 120%. I would say echo. Or they have to look at the other side, which is the fiscal discipline. We're going through economic difficulty, but economic is a free more. Also a dream home. Now, she say, yeah, it's really IMF program over the money restrictions on our expenditure. We keep it the same line. Now, it's me a boy.
Prof, two final questions on Sunday competition. One has to do with the domestic debt exchange program. And any deadline demand individual bond holders, what is likely to happen? And
I don't know whether something has come out between the domestic individual bondholders and then the government, because debt composition now, the government is almost through with 50% of their target, because debt composition as per the 2021 Ministry of Finance annual debt report. Now, I know, sir, that's not increasing because exchange rate cost low, and at the same time, but the first exchange rate cost from there, and that's finally cost with the PR. It is the DM free mama. Probably the Ministry of Finance might revise, its target. And say not a target near 137 billion. Now, and say almost 80% out of this 137 billion. Now, I'm we're saying banks, any Bank of Ghana, per the debt reporter, it's the Ministry of Finance by banks, Bank of Ghana, they are holding about 50% of the government bonds. And the bank, the ministry has made a headway with them. More accept the structures that the minister has proposed on the table. Individual bonds, they maintain it. Another deadline, as the minister over revising the target, now I accept what is on the table now. Or the committee, IMF corner, I can't tell.
All right. My final question has to do with the agreements that have been reached so far. You mentioned the bankers, the insurance folks are also there. The security.
The insurance, almost the answer that not to be at that. Because exactly. That's of 2021 report. So now only a bare 0.6 of the entire debt portfolio. Domestic debt portfolio, 0.6%.
Now, my concern is with the new agreement government any more reach, say the banks need anything to work with that. That 5% that government says that is going to pay this year. Prof, Sikani go for hefa.
Oh, sir, a budgeting for interest payments. Government has the levy running. And I know, sir, they've not made any statement on e-levy. And government machinery is active. They are taking taxes here and there. So obviously, there should be a way out to pay that domestic interest payment. I remember domestic interest payment media. I said that the problem because I don't know foreign ones, I have a problem.
Yo, Prof, Anapai, you better ask this so I didn't burn any income with me.
So basically, that's the papa.